noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Now this will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Bridgewater now. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They stopped him shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Bridgewater now from the 50. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 10 now from the 27. Throwing is Bridgewater. Looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Christian McCaffrey, the ball.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
22 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Bridgewater on 1st down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Complete.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Check it back. What's it?
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Bridgewater. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that is going to be incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
Turnover on down.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Brought down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together enough. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Complete to
Seth Roberts, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. This no good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. After one, it's 13-6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short. They'll roll him out right. Gets this one to Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. To throw, it's Mahomes. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Chiefs 20, Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Panther 1st down.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier. Alex Okafor on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Bridgewater. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Sammy Watkins, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
from the 24. Mahomes rolling to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble too as he scrambles for a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
18-yard line.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
Makes the score.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. He gets it to Thomas. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Complete to Ian Thomas.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
On the play. First down, Carolina.
On first and 10, Bridgewater. Roberts has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of
another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Panthers.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Shift. 36.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A give. This is Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And going deep for Hill. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, keep it up.
Now Mahomes. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
You often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
Oh, what a move. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
The ball carrier.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He is going to find Hill here. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line. A gain of 22. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing, the route running.
This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control.
The kick.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Chiefs 41, Panthers 6. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Now after
City.
the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Carolina.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
On the carry.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Chiefs 48, Panthers 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A third quarter action from Kansas City, 2nd down and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this close to a 1st down at the Chiefs' 44.
Charvarius Ward on the tackle. A 9-yard gain on the play.
And they'll try and pick it up in McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down.
15.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare, because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
McCaffrey.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. The ball's out, McCaffrey lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A gain of 4.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Eluding the pressure right. It's caught by Roberts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Pick your game up.
1st down, Bridgewater. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And now here is another interception. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They run. Chubb. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And he's got some space here. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
The ball carrier.
In on the stoppage to here, Whitehead.
On the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And again, it's Chubb.
The 15-yard line.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Loss of 1. Brings up 3rd down and
Mahomes now to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run with Chubb, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll try again with Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, They don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, but it'll be 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 37 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
2 yards on the
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Throwing is Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the post game. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Bridgewater on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Slide for the PAT.
For the point after.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good.
The score, Chiefs 61, Panthers 13.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. The tight end Kelsey was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.